all that. So in the house, she was playing those roles, you know. So when I was writing Aki and Pawpaw, I called her. I said, those things you do in the house, can you do it in a film? She said yes. And that was how I created Dorcas, the character. And she came and played it well. Up to today, some people don't know that Dorcas is not an investor. She played it well. And she's doing very well in the movie, of course. And so I brought her recently. When I wanted to cast, because Chinedu was already with us here in Enugu. He graduated from IMT.
That is Aki. Chinedu
Ikejeze. Yeah, he graduated from IMT, EGD, from IMT. So he was with us. But they were not giving him kiddies roles because of his size. He was not coming. One of the biggest kiddies roles he played was in Last Burial Part 2. Last Burial, where Clem Ohameze refused to be buried. I wrote that part 2 where he was finally buried.
The most scary movie I watched then.
Where he was finally buried. So when I was writing that thing, Chinedu came to me and said, you know, say, you know the right. Look, I write plenty scenes. So I wrote until I morphed him into a bigger person. You understand? I wrote until I morphed him into a bigger person. Then when I now finished Aki and Pawpaw, I didn't want to use normal little children because they overgrow the age.
Yeah.
I was looking for medians. So I remember Chinedu. And then he became frustrated and started doing continuity. I was following Lancelot in Maswell. So Lancelot took him and he started living with Lancelot and working with him as a continuity person. So when I finished that, I started dropping messages for him to come. Then Aki and Pawpaw was in Aba. He wasn't doing wonderfully in the film that time. He was doing it. So I now sent my associate producer, Ismail Amomu, to go and get it. So they brought them. That night they met, I was looking at them like this as I was negotiating with them. They didn't really like themselves. Why? Because Chinedu was like, I never see small role do. Then go bring one person wey be like me again, come put inside.
A competition.
Yes. And Osi was now from Abba boy now was like, who they do this big boy? Like, so I was just looking at them like this, and I decided with me and said, these people go stay one room. I put them in one room. By the time they came out in the morning, they have become friends. And that was how they became friends. And we did that job. I paid Chinedu 20,000 because he was already with us. I paid Pawpaw 15K. The second job I did with them was Aki and Pawpaw. I paid them 50,000. That was when I brought back Adame. Because Adame, yes. Because that time Adame was kind of abandoned. You know, people were not using her like that again. So she was staying in Lagos. Every time I went to edit, she would come and ask for food.
Okay, producing Enugu
and go and edit in Lagos that time. So she would come and ask for food. So I said, Ada, I started on stage with you. You are a fine actor. Why are you? He said, nobody takes for work. I said, okay. What do you do now? She now goes to Lagos, buys things, or goes to Onitsha, buys things, and goes to Abuja to sell, or go to Benin, or go to Lagos to sell. And okay, Ada, they do 3 movies. Happy and Wake, I cannot be led at one other one. I say, you will come and be part of it. We negotiated 30,000 each. That's 90,000 for 3 of them. That's okay. I call him incoming, we can't negotiate. We said, but if they go buy products now, we won't go sell. Make I give her part of the money. So I gave her, I think, 30,000 for 1 film. She went.